of the planer table here. We're gonna go ahead and get our flap cut. This one covers this whole bottom area, but it'll fold out on these retractable folding locking hinges, whatever you want to call them. So those will go something about like that on each end of it, and then yeah, they'll fold it out, and I can put the other two rollers in, kind of make this come out a little bit further. So first thing I'm going to do is just get some measurements on it. So that's what we're going to cut. I'm going to do it out of this little bit of what I have here. I know it's a full sheet, but thinking I'm either going to use part of this sheet to put a bottom in this table, or I'm going to use this sheet to redo the top on my table saw. It's probably going to be the table saw. I really don't need a bottom on this table, I don't believe. So first thing we want to do is let's measure 31 5/8, which I guess I could get out of this piece here. Here we go. Probably, in all honesty, do this with one track. So I have yet to use this track saw as an actual track saw. If you watched our router table build, I did use the track for the trim router, but that was it. Alright guys, you would think with all the hardware I have, I'd have a lot more options of screws, but I don't. I'm using Torx screws. Not really my first choice for this, but I think they'll work for now, and if they don't, well then I can always go back and swap them out later. So what I'm thinking here is we're going to go right there with it. I'll go ahead and flip it. And right there, kind of what I'm thinking about. I think that'll work, huh? And like I said, if I have to, I can always put a leg down here at the bottom. Let me get some more screws to put in the bottom of that. There we go. So what this is going to do now, let me get this out of the way. So now, like I said, and it's pretty solid, honestly, but all we'll do when we're not using it, we just flip the levers, hold it down, just like that. It'll be out of the way of my wheels. It'll be perfect. Hey guys, if you watched that, boy, that was rough. I've never used a track saw before, so that's kind of my excuse right now, but it was rough, I know. So what we got now is our two pieces cut, and I'm going to go ahead and mark out, get my measurements for where my rollers are going to go. Now, let me get my tape measure. One thing I got to do is make sure these stay the same, even all the way across, which I guess isn't really, well, that'll happen automatically when I put the rollers in. So my rollers right now should be sitting at a foot apart from each other. That's 10 and that's 22, so that's 12 inches. So what I want to do is come down here from this one. Actually, I'm going to go all the way to the bottom. Alright, so we're up at 2 right now, so 14 is going to be a roller. Look at that. And then 26 should be another roller. Right there. Alright. So that's going to be here and here. I think that'll be enough rollers. That's 4 diagonal rollers up the end. And I could always cut this down a little bit. They don't have to go all the way. It's kind of one of the things like if you're playing by yourself, I guess it's a little helpful to have them. So I'm going to get the square. Actually, we'll probably move over there. Let me put some stuff up, and then we'll get squared out and everything, and we'll really start fine tuning. Alright guys, I am back. I had to do some cleaning up in here. It was getting pretty bad. So I went ahead and transferred my top lines that I marked. And now we're going to go ahead and transfer them down the sides. Alright, now what I'm going to do is we're going to take them back over to the table. I still got, once I find out if these fit, please stop. Once I find out if these fit, I got to drill my pocket holes to mount them and everything, but that ain't no big deal. And I might take some off the end of them, I'm not sure yet, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, see if this works or not. I'm going to go ahead and try to smack a roller in them. Hope it works. There we go. Now what I was thinking, let's see, this goes like this. Alright guys, I got it figured out. There was no cut issues. It was more of, they were just hammered in a little bit crooked, but they have some play in them, as you can see. So I think this will be fine. Once we get the pocket holes put in them, it won't be an issue. So we're going to go ahead and now take it all apart. Now it's my least favorite thing to do, and that is drilling pocket holes. But it's got to be done. Folks, so I got these second rollers installed. You can use the TV there. They are put in place now. I went ahead and made, I guess I kind of got ahead of myself. I made these boxes already. I don't even know if they fit. They do fit, but I got to take the boxes back apart because I forgot they got to screw in somehow. So, but this is basically what it's going to look like right here when it's all put together and done. And I think it's going to work awesome. But yeah, let me go ahead and tear these boxes apart real quick so we can get them attached. There we go. So now we have all the 4 rollers installed on the table. I think it looks pretty awesome. And then obviously we don't want our table this long all the time. We can just, well, I gotta get in front of the camera here. Click our levers. The whole thing down just like that. They're out of the way. I think it's going to work really well. So maybe hoping here by Sunday I might start planing all that cedar wood that we talked about for that table I got to build, and we'll be using this, and I'll give you guys a little demo on it. So if you're looking, if you have a planer, you need a better outfeed table or something because most time you're working by yourself, I highly recommend something like this. Pretty awesome. You got rollers, plenty of space where your wood's not going to fall down in between them. It works. See y'all later.